Alright, today we're changing the oxygen sensor on a 2007 Camry Hybrid. It's giving me the PO420 error code saying bank 1 threshold is low in bank 1. So this is bank 1 for the oxygen sensor on the Camry. This is the Hybrid. So we go remove this, replace with a new one. So first of all, you have to move this around. The location for the plug is here. I don't know if you can see it. My finger's right there. Right there. Okay, so remove it and then we'll change it to the new one. Okay, so what you'll need is wrench, socket, and oxygen sensor socket. You also need anti-seize lubricant so it doesn't strip when you put it back in. And also it's good to have a dielectric grease so for the connection. This is our new oxygen sensor. You want to replace the new one with a good oxygen sensor. Do not buy those weak, cheap ones. Always buy the good ones. This is the new one, and there's the connections here. So what we're going to do is remove this one by using by using the oxygen sensor socket. This is what the socket looks like. There's an opening, so it slips on the oxygen sensor. So it goes something like this. Okay, something like this. Right over it. Right, just like that. Just like that. And then we twist it and take it off. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is twist it and take it off. I'm going to use my socket so it's always the opposite. So let's pull it. It's kind of tough. You have to be careful. Whoa, this thing's kind of tough. Okay, I guess I have to spray on some WD-40. Let me take it off and we'll get back again. So I'm just taking it off now. I just twist it. So now all I have to do is go like this. Take wrench it off and twist it the rest with your hand. Well, it's best to take the other side off first. So the best thing, you can just squeeze. There's clip right next to it, so you can just clip it and pull it off. Or the best thing to use is, since my finger can't get in there, the best thing to use is a flathead screwdriver and push on the clip and pull at the same time. I'm going to get my flathead screwdriver. Flathead is right here. Just be careful you don't screw anything up. Let me do it and I'll come back to you again. It turns out it's a little bit harder to get it out with this flathead. So we have to take out this thing. That's the air filter and the connection to the air place. I don't know what that is, but we gotta take this off a little bit before we can get our hands in there. So that's what I'm going to do. So we have a Phillips to unloose the air filter port here, or better yet, we just take this one out, unscrew it a little bit to loosen it up. Okay, and then it's loose, and then take out the filter. As you can tell, I'm an amateur, but I'm doing my best I can. Anybody can do it. Just take your time and do it. Take the screw off. Put the screw here. All right. Screw this thing all up. Move this over. Just like that. Just like that. Move it over just like that. And this is your filter. Mine's not bad. Alright. So now get your hand in there. This is the section right there. So you can press down on this thing. Alright, you see the low, there's a low pressure here. Right there. So you can push down on it and pull. I'll be right back. So it's off. So I push on it and I pull it off. And I can twist thing off. So I'm twisting it off. And it comes out. You see how bad this one is? Alright, so it is that bad. I can clean it, but it's not worth it. Just replace it. Alright? This is the old one. See, it's also the other end is also dirty. Okay, so I'm gonna replace with the new one. So what do you want to do? There's a little cap on there. You take the cap off. Take the cap off, and we're going to add the anti-seize to the wire right here. Oh, it already has the anti-seize on it. Okay, so the anti-seize is already on there. So make sure you don't get it inside here. Make sure you don't get it inside the hose. It's already here. All right, so we're gonna put it on there and just stick it right in there. And just use your finger slowly to tighten it. It's a little tricky because you have to use the wire when you're twisting. Use your hand to twist it. You have to be careful. I'm using one hand, so until it's tight. Once it's tight, and it's good. Now you want to tighten it up. There's a torque for it, but I don't have a torque, so I'm just tightening it up just a little bit more to make sure you don't strip it. Just tighten it up just a little bit more. I'm using mine. A little bit. Not too, don't tighten it too tight. All right, so I'm tightening it just a little bit tight. All right, and that's it. All right, now we'll take my dielectric. And put it inside where the holes are. This hole. do not put it inside the pin, because if you put it inside the pin, you might bend the pin and it might not go in. So take the dielectric and just a little bit, just put it on the hole, just like that, just like that. At least that's what they told me. And I'm using my flathead so it can spread it out a little bit, so when they put the thing in, it'll be good. Okay. I'm not a professional. I'm just an amateur. I watch all the YouTubes. I'm just trying to try myself and see what happens. Okay, let me put the cap back on. All right. Then after that, you just plug in the other end back in. I'll be right back. Okay, I place it back in there. And now we'll put the air filter back on. And make sure you put the air filter on the right way, because it has the front. The front goes this way. Just place it in there like that. And then put the other top back on. Make sure it clicks in there. All right, we'll tighten it up and I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm screwing back on the air filter now. Okay, come on. Screwing it back on the air filter. Okay, the new one's back in there. Okay, everything seems right. Okay, all right, now put everything back. This is the old one. Old one. Okay, so now I'm putting everything back. So we'll see what happens. So now I'm gonna drive the car for I think at least 30 something miles or so, 16 miles or so, and see if the check engine light goes off. And then we'll see if it fixes it. If not, I'll keep you posted and see what happens. All right, now let me see. I'm putting everything back. We'll turn the car on. It's inside, let's see. Alright. Alright. Check engine light is still on. So I'm going to clear the engine light. Got my little reader here. Trusty little reader. Okay, so I found one. So it's gonna read. No code. It said no code, so it looks fine so far. Erase. Yes. Erase it. So I erased it. And I'm gonna drive around for a little bit and see what happens. I'll keep you posted.